Interjection here, Nation Warriors tips and tricks number 5. So what is ELO rating? So I'm gonna just go ahead and search ELO rating Age of Empires 3. So you might know what an ELO rating system is, but in relation to Age of Empires 3, it is very much associated with this website here. And on this website, before I explain what the rating system is, you can pretty much just search any player who's ever made an account on ESO. So I'm going to search Interjection, obviously myself, and let's go to the advanced filter, and 500 results per page, so why not? So essentially here is a list of my most recent 500 games. I haven't actually played 500 games yet on this particular account, but overall of my accounts on all of the different game types, maybe about 1,700 I worked it out, but since then, I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to work it out, obviously, on this site. So let's have a look. Let's break this down. So you've got these tabs across the top, and it automatically selects the one you've played the most games in. So for me, that's Age 3 SP, SP standing for Supremacy. Age of Empires 3 Supremacy. So here is Age of Empires 3 DM, or Deathmatch, and it shows you I've only ever played 5 games of Deathmatch, which is there. And then TWCSP, which is the War Chief Supremacy, and then TAD Deathmatch, which is the Asian Dynasties Deathmatch, TAD TR, which is the Asian Dynasties Treaty, TAD SP, the Asian Dynasties Supremacy, and you've also got the War Chiefs Treaty and the War Chiefs Deathmatch. I haven't played any games in those kind of game types, so I haven't actually got them tabs here. So let's go back to Age 3 SP, and I suppose we can put it back on the 500 results per page. Why not? So right here, you can see my most recent game that it's on the site so far. I have played a game recently, more recently than this one, but it hasn't actually uploaded to this site yet. But you can see what map it was on, Great Plains. You can see the winner of the game, Codmic. You can see what civilization you was playing, Spanish, characterized by this flag here. You can see I was the loser, so that was me, Interjection, playing Russia. And you can see how long the game lasted and when the game was played. And also you got this detail tab for the very most recent games, which gets deleted over time, but I'll load that tab and I'll have a look in a moment. But essentially, so here, before I explain what the ELO rating actually is, you can also see here my Supremacy. So PR here, PR stands for power rating, and the rating here is 26.55. That's my current power rating level. But on the ELO, it always, for some reason, I don't know why, it just subtracts 1 from whatever your rating is on ESO. So my rating on ESO is actually 27.55, and here it's 26.55. Don't know why, it just subtracts 1 for some reason. And also you can see the maximum PR that I ever achieved, which was 26.82 on Interjection. And also you can see here my favourite civs. So in Supremacy 1v1, I play 94% of my games as Spanish, which is shockingly high. I thought it was less than that. And then Russia 5% and French 0%. It's 0% because I haven't played quite enough games to make it 1%, but it still marks it there, and it's acknowledged the fact that I've played French is in my top 3. So also, let's click on TAD SP, so the Asian Dynasties Supremacy, and here is a different list. Now, in 1v1, I play 86% of my games is Spanish, 12% is French, and 0% is the Sioux. So, yeah, you can pretty much search anyone in this search box here, which is pretty good. Also, well, let's have a look at the ELO rating now. My ELO rating on Age of Empires 3 Supremacy is 1,994.6. So basically, you start with 1,600. Everyone starts out with 1,600, and as you win games, that number increases. And if you lose games, that number will decrease. So every time you win one, obviously it goes up. Every time you lose one, it goes down, and the amount it goes up and down depends on the rating system of your or the rating of your opponent. So very similar to the power rating system. It's just this one is another way of looking at it. ELO is calculated a lot differently, and it might be a better representation of skill or level at a particular power rating. It's just another rating system just to inform your knowledge on, really. So, and here we can see my maximum that I ever attained was 2,055.54. So let's have a look at a more skilled player than myself. Say Aklak, for example. You might have noticed him in Community Challenge number 1. He won that, and also a recent video. And Aklak on Age of Empires 3 Supremacy is a level 42.51, therefore level 43.51 Major General, I think. Anyway, you can see his Supremacy ELO overall is 3,156.68, which is much higher than mine. Clearly he's a better player, characterized by the ELO and the power rating. And we can also see, obviously, his favourite civs being Dutch mostly, and then Russia, followed by Germany. And then again, you could probably click on the TAD SP tab and check that out too. And also, he's in the overpowered random guys clan. Here's his clan tag. We'll just click on that, and that will take us to his clan. We could search my clan, NofW, Nation of Warriors, and then it gives you a list of everyone in the clan and the officers, members, etc. So if you wanted to have a look at this particular clan, then you can just go to that. But I'm going to warn you that the information, the data on this website really is not updated very quickly. So especially the clans, I've noticed, the clan lists are very, well, they're never up to date, really. Who's in the clan is just completely wrong, actually. Although, yeah, as I say, it just takes a while to update. And also the same with games. So let's search Interjection again. Another cool thing with this website is you can look at the ranking here, and it tells you, well, it tells me, in Supremacy 1v1, on the vanilla, out of every active player, so people who've played games recently, who are not, haven't played game like a year ago or something, but out of the active players, I'm 320th out of 6,789 active people. And then in my Supremacy PR is 352nd out of 12,571 active people, which is fairly cool. And you can just, it's just an interesting thing to know about the game. It's also another kind of where you stand overall in the community as in terms of skill level. It's like a high scores, essentially, which other games might have that Age of Empires 3 kind of lacks. Very different from the ladders on Age of Empires, which are characterized by the amount of wins you get, and aren't really a representation of skill at all, because to get wins in those ladders, mostly it's higher level players bashing very, very new players or players of considerably lower skill just to get wins. Not all people do that, I'll admit, but a fair few, and that's how you get medals, really. Medals aren't as hyped up as they used to be honest, because of that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this was just a little bit of information extra that isn't actually on the game, but certainly to do with it, and certainly something that's interesting, especially if you play on ESO. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and maybe a favourite, because it really does help our channel grow. Clicking the subscribe button will notify you of any new releases from this channel, and if you're interested in joining Nation of Warriors, then get in contact with us in-game or on our forums. We have no skill requirements or requirements of any kind, except we do ask all members to have and use a headset microphone. Thanks guys, see you soon for another video.